So good afternoon to all. The ocular causes of asthenopia has been dealt with by my previous speakers in detail. So I'll be touching upon only the non-ocular problems which causes asthenopia. So when an individual develops a feeling of eye strain, usually they consult an ophthalmologist first. And even after thorough workup, we will not be able to find out any ocular problems associated with the asthenopia. So a detailed history taking is very important, in which we can find out some non-ocular problems which, if corrected, can get rid of his asthenopic problems. No financial disclosure interest. So what is asthenopia? All activities require some effort from our eyes, but there are some activities in which our eyes work overtime, like viewing a computer screen, a mobile phone, reading a book, or driving a car for a long period of time. And this is more frequent in this digital age, and especially true for us doctors also, because we spend a lot of time on latest medical technologies like electronic medical records and robotics. So the causes of eye strain, as you know, it is ocular as well as non-ocular. So these are some of the non-ocular causes of asthenopia: posture, lighting, environment, sleep, psychological, sinus infections, hormonal, and pharmacological. I'll be touching upon each one. So maintaining a comfortable posture during work is very important in preventing eye strain. Again, the most important for computer professionals, drivers, and medical personnel working long hours on microscopes, etc. These studies show that incorrect posture lead to an increased blood flow in the trapezius muscle and the orbicularis ocular muscle. So this increased blood flow causes increased blinking of the eyes, which in turn lead to increased forward bending of the head. And this forward bending leads to eye strain. Also, the heart rate also seems to be increased when you use computer for long hours, and not while not so in a case of rest. So when you bend forward towards the computer screens, an increased work speed is also seen. That also shows that there is a stress response. So what is the correct posture for computer users? The correct posture is the back should be straight, the feet planted flat on the ground, and the arms stuck to on both sides, the elbows at an angle of 100 to 110 degrees. The head should be elevated at the chin up, and the top of the screen, the monitor's top, should be at the level of our eyebrow. And the keyboard should be placed right in front, and the monitor, if possible, can be tilted 10 to 15 degrees backwards, so that the line of sight falls perpendicular to the surface of the monitor. So the next part is lighting. It's always a problem to have a ideal lighting in any situation. So a proper lighting of work area always reduces or even eliminates asthenopia. Sunshine is a natural mood brightener in homes, but in an office, sunshine streaming through windows directly behind or in front of the computer creates contrast problems, shadows, and glare. So the remedy for this is to adjust the amount and direction of outdoor light in the office by closing the blinds and shades, and also it should match the natural illumination, and place the computer monitor such as to prevent natural light from bouncing off the screen. Or adjust the brightness display of the computer screen equal to the office illumination to reduce possible eye strain. Also increase the contrast and use matte screen filter. Anti-reflective coating helps a lot when you use it on the spectacles. The blue blocker lenses are not found to be so helpful. And while doing driving, that is for long distance driving, back support should be good, and the spine should be straight. The head should be straight, it should not fall forward, and should have good thigh support. The windscreen should be very clean, and if the driver is wearing glasses, the spectacles should be also clean without any scratches. And in rainy season, it should always make sure that you have a fresh set of windscreen wipers, so that it doesn't leave a mark on the windscreen while wiping. So this reduces eye strain a lot during driving. Also, a good quality sunglasses prevents unwanted glare due to direct sunlight and keeps away the reflected light. And eye fatigue during night driving can be minimized by using night vision goggles. Next is environment. So, dry or polluted environment, like in an air-conditioned room, if it's a dry environment in an air-conditioned room, it can cause asthenopia. So, mostly this causes dry eyes, and this is the reason for asthenopia in an air-conditioned room. So, nowadays most of the rooms are either air-conditioned, even automobiles are also air-conditioned. So, this is a main problem nowadays. So, the main remedy is to improve the air with a humidifier in an AC room, improve the humidity of the air. And the simplest humidifier is a mug of water. And you can turn down the heating or the cooling system to the normal levels, that is the main normal cooling system to a comfortable level, and to relocate to a spot that doesn't have the same air issues. And while driving, AC vents of the car should be directed away from the face, preferably below the chin level. Sleep. Next comes rest. Rest is very much needed for every organ to function normally. And eyes feel the lack of adequate rest with symptoms of grittiness and irritation. Taking adequate breaks while working on computer is very important, and the 20-20 rule for computer professionals can be utilized. That is the 20 minutes, if you see the monitor, 20 seconds you have to look far off and beyond 20 feet and blink 20 times. Also, while long drives, make sure to take a break and stretch the body and walk around a bit to increase the blood circulation. For psychological factors, anxiety results in a high adrenaline level, and this high level of adrenaline causes difficulty in focusing and gives blurred images, and which can lead to eye strain. Even job-related stress can lead to eye strain. So yoga and meditation are very effective in dealing with such perks. Then coming to hormonal, pregnancy has a lot of hormonal effects, and these can cause dry eyes, changes in refraction due to changes in corneal refractive index, or even changes in accommodation of the crystalline lens. Other causes, as explained earlier, are increased adrenaline also. Hormonal causes increased adrenaline, with, causing difficulty in focusing. So, headaches and eye pain are common in individuals working on computers, and most of them, if refractive errors are ruled out, could be due to sinus infections. Sinus infections can cause a pressure symptom around the eyes, and this can cause eye pain towards the evening. Even and sphenoid and ethmoid sinus are the major contributors. And a trial of steam inhalation of oral antibiotics and decongestants can be tried. If no relief, an ENT opinion is needed. And coming to the pharmacological factors, oral contraceptive pills, hormone replacement therapy for menopause, antihistamines, antidepressants, and isotretinoin for acne. All of this causes disturbance in the tear film, and this in turn leads to asthenopia. So in conclusion, non-ocular contributors of asthenopia can be elicited by a detailed history taking, and can be managed by minor modifications of the posture, lighting, or environment, or by medically managing underlying psychological or hormonal conditions. These are my references. Thank you.